Good evening, wrestling fans, and welcome to this week's edition of AIWF Ringside Wrestling. I am Mad Matt Carter. Bobby Dalton has joined me, and we have an exciting show for you guys tonight. We have a lot to talk about because of all the craziness that went on at Mount Airy this past weekend. Oh, my goodness, Bobby, it was something, wasn't it?
You ain't a kid, and I'll tell you what, that's more exciting than the Kentucky Derby was Saturday.
No doubt about it. All right. So let's can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
All right. So we'll get into our announcements. Finally have two monitors now, so hopefully this will be a little smoother now. AIWF Ringside Wrestling and all the AIWF wrestling federations are putting a headlock on high advertising prices. We have rates that'll just knock your socks off, folks. If you want to sponsor this program for only $10 a month, we'll get you a 30-second to 1-minute read. We'll show you some slides. We're welcoming a new sponsor today, so we're very happy about that. But yeah, for $10 a month, for less than what you spend on a trip to Starbucks, you can get your advertisement right here on AIWF Ringside Wrestling. Now, if you'd like to film a video commercial, well, we can do that too. Those are only $30 a month, and that will include, a spot on the Roku channel as well. But we would love to have you come on board as we put a headlock on high advertising prices. You can see $6 a week or $10 a month. So anyway, AIWF20@hotmail.com is the email address if you want to get in touch with us. And as you can see, your advertisement, your buck gets stretched farther here than anywhere else. It goes on all these podcasting platforms. We're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, anywhere you find your favorite podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio. We're on all of them, folks, and we'd love to have you be a part of broadcast as well. Also, you guys know this. AIWF Mid-Atlantic Wrestling is on Instagram, and we had a couple of great updates throughout the day yesterday. Actually 3, and I've got some more stuff that I'm going to be sharing on the AIWF Instagram account in the next couple of days, including, Bobby, a video that I think you were there when I shot after the show of Jack and the Fighters Club demonstrating their excellent salesmanship. So
yeah, that definitely was something else right there. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I want to warn.
Really wired up.
Yeah, I want to warn everybody in advance that there's going to be a language warning on that one. So just be prepared when you click on that on Instagram. That's going to be an Instagram exclusive. There is going to be some strong language on that particular video, and not really from Jack, but from the fans. The fans, well, they did not have kind words for David Parrish, and Carla, who we found out is the name of our mysterious stranger. So definitely looking for that. And oh, buddy boy, we are on TikTok. Yes, all you have to do is search AIWF Mid-Atlantic. Now, you want to talk about taking off. I was bragging about the Instagram numbers, but I got to give Haley credit, man. That TikTok is something else. And she got a lot of footage Saturday night that is going to be completely exclusive to TikTok. So you'll definitely want to check that out. But we are on TikTok. All you have to do is search AIWF Mid-Atlantic on TikTok, and got 4 videos there. Smilin Diamond Davis joined us. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Matt. How are you?
I am well, sir. How are you today?
Doing great. Doing great.
All right. So let's move on. We were talking about sponsors, and we do have a new sponsor, but our first sponsor always will hold a special place in my heart, and they are Branch Management in Mount Airy, North Carolina. They operate in the Mount Airy, Surrey County area. They can help you with branches that are maybe too close to structures, normal pruning, or complete tree removal. They offer very competitive rates and free estimates and are here to serve you. You may also be eligible for a $100 referral bonus. All you have to do is call 336-325-5300. That number again, 336-325-5300 For more information or to set up an appointment, that's branch management. And I'll give you that number again, 336-325-5300. Not only do they do all the services that you see on your screen, folks, but general pruning, trimming their structures, complete tree removal. They also do general landscaping work, cutting grass, leaf blowing, trimming, pruning bushes, that type of stuff. They also do pressure washing. So if you need an affordable solution to your lawn care needs, give branch management a call. That number one last time, 336-325-5300. AIWF Ringside Wrestling would like to welcome Tees Treats as a sponsor. Yes, indeed. We landed Tees Treats just this last Saturday night, and we want to thank them for coming on board. Everybody on this panel knows, but let's share it with the world. Tees Treats is a food truck service that operates out of Mount Airy, North Carolina, that is available in most parts of the state, and they can be at multiple locations at the same time. They have a full menu, including hot dogs, hamburgers, chicken, milkshakes, ice cream, and many varieties of funnel cakes. And now they have mini donuts. Oh, and they are absolutely delicious. My wife absolutely loves them. When it comes to delicious quality as well as reasonable prices, you cannot beat Tees Treats. You can find out more information about Tees Treats at facebook.com/Tees Treats, or you can give them a call at area code 336-755-8204. That's 336-755-8204. Tees Treats is going to...
And you will not be let down.
No. And I'm going to tell you what, they are specialists when it comes to desserts. Hence the name Tees Treats. Let me tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, grab your insulin pens and come on down. You'll need about 5 extra units after you eat here for the day. They are absolutely fantastic. And here's their schedule for this week. This Thursday, May the 12th, they'll be at the Econo Lodge in Pilot Mountain, North Carolina. On Friday, May 13th, they'll be at the Kester Mill Walmart in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Saturday, they're back home at Mount Airy at Veterans Park for Kindness Day. And then on Sunday, May 15th, they'll be at the Main Street Cruise Inn in Mount Airy, North Carolina. So that's going to be awesome as well. So let's get into what's been going on here lately. Okay, now this is not the latest updated version of the Top Gun tournament bracket, but one of the things I was hoping Kevin Phoenix would come on here, or Mickey Fulp maybe, and tell us, maybe Commissioner Dave. We saw a match with Jay Malachi and Pretty Boy Lane Saturday night. Jay Malachi won that match. I would assume that is the match listed on the left side of the bracket here. And so I would also assume that Jay Malachi has moved into the second round and will face Benny Conley. Do you know if I'm correct or not, sir?
Matt, that's a good one on me. That's what I would assume. But, I think Kevin could probably touch more on that. But I'm guessing that Jay Malachi, he won the match. In my opinion, he needs to move on, right?
I agree. It wasn't listed, and I didn't announce it as a match. Bobby, did you know that was a tournament match Saturday night? Was that in your notes, or?
If I'm not mistaken, that sure was one of the Top Gun tournament matches.
Okay, good. All right. So move Jay Malachi into the second round, then he'll take on Benny Conley and Flex Simmons, or whatever he's calling his same self now, Ennis or something like that. Sin Crowley did defeat Kevin Phoenix. That's part of the Instagram surprise I've got for you. I'm going to have some exclusive photos from that, and hopefully next week we will have some exclusive video from that. Gentlemen, that was a wild and woolly match all the way around, was it not?
Oh, man, was it? I tell you.
Bobby, I can barely hear your audio, sir.
They both left it out there. If you ask me, they give everything they had. Plus some. It was one hell of a match.
Yeah, it was. They fought all over the building, even broke some furniture in the process. Looks like referee and ringside cameraman Tim Stone has joined the program. Tim, well, let me wait till his audio connects. I want to ask him if he's fishing. Tim, are you fishing again tonight? I see you're outside. You're muted, my friend.
Yeah, I'm on the creek bank of fishing again.
Awesome. Well, maybe Tim pull one out of the water for us. So everybody watching the video version of this podcast will get to see it. All right. So
you'll once you catch, you'll throw back in instead of like that big mouth bass that you caught and left behind you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
it's just probably standing right behind him. But anyway, so the tournament is moving on, and we will get you an updated bracket as soon as possible. That one, of course, sponsored by the AIWF Network. So Kevin Phoenix will provide us with an updated bracket very soon, and we'll provide those to you as well. Live pro wrestling, action-packed fun for everyone. It's the Cincy Slam, 3621 Glenmore Avenue in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's coming your way Sunday, May 22nd at the Elks Lodge. Elks Lodge number 5 in Shavat, Ohio. So that kind of throws me off. The Elks Lodge is in Shavat, but the street address is Cincinnati. I don't know. Maybe they're right on the line with the zip code. Either way, the bell time's 3 p.m. for that event. Special guest and Cincinnati icon Wildman Walker will be there. Tickets now available. If you're watching the video version of the podcast, just scan that QR code or call 513-227-6504 for more information. That number again for the Cincy Slam on Sunday, May 22nd at 3 p.m., 513-227-6504. All right, the Rockingham Rumble comes your way Saturday night, May 28th, Memorial Day weekend at the Rockingham National Guard Armory in Rockingham, North Carolina. The Rockingham Rumble featuring the Barbarian. WCEW puts on this show, and that it will be at the Rockingham National Guard Armory, and will feature NWA and WWF legend, the Barbarian. So you definitely want to check that out if you're in the Rockingham area. Renegade Championship Wrestling has provided their schedule for the rest of the year. If you're out in Cannon City, Colorado, get ready because there's lots more wrestling action coming your way at the Mountain View Core of Knowledge. That's 890 Field Avenue, Cannon City, Colorado. They have upcoming shows on June 11th, July 9th, August 13th, September 10th, October 8th, and November 5th, all coming your way in Cannon City, Colorado. If you'd like more information, please call 719-671-0728. Again, more information for Renegade Championship Wrestling, call 719-671-0728. All right, and the AIWF Mid-Atlantic returns to Veterans Park in less than 2 weeks for our Money in the Piggy Bank annual event. Look at that lineup, ladies and gentlemen. You've got Mickey Fulp, Jack, Don Petty, the Giant, Johnny Blast, and Ty Tyson making his return to the ring. Smilin Dave, I guess the doctors have cleared him. He is listed here as an active competitor for Money in the Piggy Bank. Tickets are the same.
Until I get the note in hand saying that he's cleared, I don't care how many times his face pops up on a poster. I won't let him in the ring until I've got the note in hand.
Yep. Okay. Well, we're sticking by your ruling. So, but anyway, he's scheduled to appear. Oh, yes. Let's see here. Got 2 people waiting in the waiting room. So, Money in the Piggy Bank coming your way this not this Saturday night, in 2 weeks. All right. So we have kind of a new thing we're going to start off with tonight. Because of what happened last week, we don't want any more ejections. But so we've got a telephone number set up for you fans, because we know some of you were shy about coming into the Zoom room anyway. So you can be a little more anonymous, but we'll have to screen your call a little bit. But what you can do, a little bit, just barely. If you want to call into the show and ask any of us a question or make a comment on anything you've seen here or independent wrestling in general, or hell, even WWE or AEW, well, you can do that by dialing 336-429-2338. That's 336-429-2338. We'll wait for your call, and I'll try to get that up on the screen before too much longer. But excuse me. All right.
Did you notice, Matt, that I couldn't find my tripod? That's what I was doing. That's why I'm late.
Oh, you still couldn't find the tripod?
Well, I thought I had one here, but you know what? I did not.
Yeah.
So it'll be a purchase that I will make between now and next week.
Oh, mercy. Yep. The equipment's never there when you think it is a lot of times anyway. Money in the piggy bank comes your way in 2 weeks. This is always a big event, gentlemen. I mean, it's a signature event of the AIWF. It's basically just like WWE's Money in the Bank, except instead of a briefcase, we have a pig pinata hanging above the ring. Kevin Phoenix nicknamed it Mr. Pigglesworth several years ago, and that name is kind of stuck. But, Justin Flash messaged me earlier when he saw that we were getting ready to have Money in the piggy bank. He got really excited. He said that was his favorite match when he was in the AIWF, was the Money in the
You know
piggy
what?
bank.
Keep in mind, Matt, this is the first year that it's had its own show. Up until this year, it's always been a match within Deal with the Steel.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. So again, that telephone number to call here, guys, is 336-429-2338. 336-429-2338. If you want to be a part of this program, give us a call and we'll
Hang on a minute.
that's
Do what? Did y'all come in to interrupt my live broadcast for a reason? Oh, it's too late now. It's what thing fixed? Look.
Is that
Well,
is that
There I
Jordan?
am. Look. That's Matt Carter,
Oh, that's Haley.
Bobby, Dalton, Smilin, Diamond Dave, and Tim Stone's Fishing.
Yeah,
And it's got the big mouth bass behind him.
yeah. I see Haley there, and I think that's Jordan.
No, not yet. I got to take it, put it in the shop. Because it ain't fixed, that's why. What?
The cameras must be out.
Y'all better run. Shoes untied, Brett.
Yeah. Lord, they grow up so fast.
Oh.
See, Matt? All you got to do is have me on the show. I got to get this in the tripod.
Yeah.
All you got to do is have me on the show and chaos ensues, buddy.
That's all right. We got plenty of chaos to talk about. So here's the Money in the Piggy Bank coming up in a couple of weeks. But this past Saturday night, we saw some wild things happen. And I kind of want to talk about those a little bit. The first thing, Jay Malachi and Pretty Boy Lane about tore the house down during their match. What a fantastic contest that was. Hard hitting. Talked about that match could have gone either way. Would y'all not agree with that statement?
Yes.
Absolutely.
And don't pay attention to me, Matt. I'm doing stuff on the internet while we're doing this. So keep talking. I'm here. I can't see you, but you can see me.
Okay. And there's some people at home that can't that are listening, hopefully, on the podcast that don't care. So they just hear the audio version of this. Looks like Justin Flash has joined us as well.
God dang it. Matt, give me that phone number again.
The phone number is 336-429-2338 to be a part of the
336-429-2338.
2338. Yep, 2338. Yeah. So I've got to figure out a way to get that up on the screen because that was something I didn't figure out earlier.
I just posted in the Mid-Atlantic site.
Oh, okay. So maybe that thing will start ringing now. Justin Flash, welcome to the program. Former AIWF
I
World
got it. It
Heavyweight
won't
Champion.
this week. It will later.
Hey,
So I was just telling the folks that you messaged me earlier when you saw about the Money in the Piggy Bank match, and you talked about how much you enjoyed that match, but it's coming up here in a couple of weeks. What What did you always find so intriguing about that match? These ladder matches are really dangerous. They're hard for me to watch. I can't imagine even participating in one.
Ladder matches in general have always been my favorite matches, especially to participate in. They just get my adrenaline going more than any other kind of match. And something about a ladder being involved just kind of like takes me to another level of competing. I've participated in a lot of ladder matches, and more often than not, I've come out victorious in those type of matches. So I feel like I kind of go in with a slight advantage if there is a ladder match. Now, nowadays, being there's been several years since I was last in one, I don't know if that would still be the case. But I always love the Money in the Piggy Bank match. Like Rick said, this year I was surprised to see it wasn't a deal with the steel. So I think that's pretty cool. It's got its own event, and I put a little bit more focus on that match itself.
Yeah, and another thing too, you don't have the confines of the steel cage, so it can get, I think, even more out of control than right, because you're able to go outside the ring, and it just opens up a lot of avenues for a lot of crazy stuff to happen.
Oh yeah, I agree. Yeah, definitely. I was in the Money in the Piggy Bank match twice, and yeah, being confined in that cage, I kind of like this whole idea because, I mean, you can't go but so far when you're in that steel cage. So you're either in the action or trying to get out of the way of somebody else doing something. So this ought to be really interesting to see.
Well, now to keep in mind, there is no cage around this one, so it's just a ladder match. So they can go outside the ring, and you know, it can get even more interesting. Might throw another ladder or two in there. Who knows?
Yeah,
that would be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. But as it stands now, Commissioner Rick Deezel, have you gotten the clearance from Ty Tyson's doctor? We were talking about that before you came on. Smilin Diamond Dave wants a copy of that. We see him listed here, but Commissioner Dave is telling us he has not.
Well, now that's between Dave, Ty, and Ty's doctor. If it ain't got nothing to do with world titles, Rick Deezel don't get involved.
Okay, I didn't know if
I try not to.
Well, I didn't know. I was just asking. I didn't know if it had come across your desk first by any chance. So, but you hadn't.
That's
seen
more
it.
of a local thing. I'm, you know, like I said, I'm more with the affiliate as a whole and world title. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, believe it or not, when it comes to Mid-Atlantic, Dave has basically more reign than I do. Although I have veto power, I don't use it much. So I use it, you know.
Well, my opinion,
go. You know me. I'm from the '90s. I just say go for it.
Yeah.
And beat
in
each
my
other up.
opinion, on this poster right here, you might as well put an X over Ty Tyson's face. I haven't received anything. A phone call's not going to work. A text message is not going to work. I need it on doctor's letterhead, official, before he's going to be cleared to go back in the ring, because the liabilities, you know, insurance reasons, you know, the fines and stuff, it's just not worth it. I'm not bending the rules for him or nobody else.
Well, there's your red X over as requested by the commissioner. So Ty Tyson, help me get that red X off of there. Get your doctor's note in, please. But anyway.
You know something, Matt? I have to once in a long time agree with Dave. I mean, you know, you want Ty at his best when he gets in there, because I mean, if they land wrong, you know, those ribs being broke, it could easily bust anything internally. Last thing we want is somebody walking that, you know, going out in any kind of a body bag. And you know, for once, I gotta agree with Smilin Diamond Dave. You better write that one down too.
Yeah. I never thought we'd talk about somebody going out on a body bag on this show, but hey, chalk it up. You know, you're right. I mean, you can puncture a lung, you know, if your ribs aren't healed, it is a very dangerous situation. So, you know, we want nothing but the best for Ty Tyson, but healthy or not, I mean, look at this lineup. You got the experience of Johnny Plast. Don Petty is a giant, and despite what that idiot that was on here last week said, his name is Don Petty, not Don Pette, because when I walked up to him and introduced myself, I said, how do you want me to introduce you to the crowd? And he said, Don Petty. But since that guy was on the show last week, I didn't want to embarrass him by correcting him. But after he put his Twitch over and then talked trash about our show, I'll call him what he is, a mud show, Andy Riffick. Oh, don't get me. I'm gonna swear, so I don't want to go any further, but we're gonna talk some more about him later. Look, so it's Don Petty. He's a giant. Mickey Phelps been around a long time, and Jack has set the world on fire. Just this past Saturday night, he had a wild and crazy match with Ryan Mantis, and the mysterious stranger, who we know now as Clara, came into the ring and demonstrated her judo skills. That's what it looked like to me. I don't know much about mixed martial arts, but that looked like a judo throw to me. She got up under that guy. He's bigger than her, but she was underneath him, you know. And Justin Flash, you did amateur wrestling, right? Before
I just dabbled in it. I didn't actually wrestle for school or anything. I went right into pro wrestling at 17.
Oh, okay. Well, the coaches used to tell us when I did amateur wrestling in school, if you can get up underneath somebody, they can weigh almost twice as much as you, and you can use that momentum and get them over. And I got to tell you, she picked up Ryan Mantis and gave him a throw like he was nothing. I mean, she's incredibly quick. She's lightning quick. And I know it was outside interference, and you think, oh man, you know, no woman can throw a grown man around. This one did. I mean, she didn't hit him with no forearm shot or nothing. She just, when he turned around, she was under him and wham, hit him with the judo throw. It was pretty freaking cool. So just aesthetically speaking, I know Bobby Dalton, you disagree because it was a lot of outside interference in that match.
I tell you what, it was something to call, but yeah, and you give it to her. Now I've heard through the grapevine, this lady has been training with Dr. Tom Pritchard. So I'll tell you what, now, and I will say this too, Casey Fox, we love you as a champion, but you better watch out. This lady's dangerous. If she comes after you, you better be ready.
I didn't even think about that. You know, maybe she'll get the glimmer of title belts in her eyes and want to take a shot at Casey Fox. That would be something to see. Would you not agree, Smiling Down and Dave?
Yes, sir. I'd sign that match in a blink of an eye.
Yeah. All right. Well, you heard it. You heard it there, Clara. If you've got title aspirations, Smiling Diamond Dave, get that contract together real quick for you. Again, folks, if you want to join the program live, it's Monday night. It's 7:29 in the East. You can give us a call at 336-429-2338. Jack has been causing quite the stir in the AIWF. He has quickly made a lot of enemies. That was evident. I was really worried about him being able to get out of the ring without taking a knife to the gut. And then he came back in after the show was over with, which you're going to see on Instagram in the next day or two, and had a very unique way of selling T-shirts that I don't think I've ever seen before. So let's just take it around the horn, guys. What do you think about the stir that Jack and the Fighters Club, you know, David Parrish is in there, Case and Kane, he wasn't with us this Saturday night. And of course, Clara's there, and they do not mind getting involved in each other's matches. Not at all.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's great. I think Jack's is and the Fighters Club are doing a great thing. What they say, they prove. You know, Jack says he's going to do something. So far, he's batting 100, batting 1,000, whatever you want to say. He's done everything he said he was going to do. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
He has done that. Bobby Dalton, your 2 cents?
Well, I got to agree. I mean, he's been a force, and everything he said he's done, he's done. There's only one thing he has not done yet, and that's going to take more than anything else. He has not beat Ty Tyson yet, and that's coming. That match is coming down the road. But I tell you what, as they say, their strength in numbers.
2 weeks.
Yeah, that's
that match. Ty Tyson, if he get his doctor's note, you're gonna see him in 2 weeks in Mount Airy and with a ladder and a pig on the line.
Yeah. Not a
I'm
lot.
only so caught up on current events, but all I know is Ty Tyson better be careful running out there before he's completely healed, or he won't be able to participate in this match.
Yeah. Well, Smiling Diamond Dave has made it abundantly clear that he wants that doctor's note on his desk before he clears Ty Tyson for that match.
Highly understandable. This is a rough match.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Jack is a great mixed martial artist. He comes out, he calls it Mox Vegas, Moxville, I guess. He comes out of there. He's got a lot of training, and he's put together quite the group. Well, I don't know if we can say he's put it together, but Joey Nuggs put it together before he had to leave. And, but they are certainly a powerful force in AIWF Mid-Atlantic. And it's going to be interesting to see, will he bring David Parrish or Casey Kane with him to the ring for the Money in the Piggy Bank? And if so, what type of factor will they play in that match? Because they're going to interfere. They always do. I mean, you would need 6 referees out there to keep them under control.
You're missing a very important aspect of what's going on in this match, Matt. You're missing something completely.
Well,
Off base about something.
That's why you're here. So help me out.
You have completely forgotten the close relationship Jack has with that beast, Don Petty.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They have a very close working relationship. And Mickey Fulk, he's tiny. Johnny Blast, he's up there in age. And I don't think either one of them could pull them 2 guys off Ty Tyson if they both get their hands on him at the same time.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's
Sir. I mean, the hillbilly drunk and the West Virginia heathen, and then you got the crippled Ty Tyson. Them 3 guys don't have a chance against Jack and Don Petty.
And Don, as tough as Jack is, he's still not as big as Don Petty. So you got it's like Ty Tyson going in there against King Kong and Godzilla.
That Don Petty, who's a big youngin'.
Yes, he is.
He don't wear shoes, he wears skis.
Yeah, he's a big one. No doubt about it. Speaking of Mickey,
again.
Do what?
Tim Stone is fishing again.
Yes, he is. We're hoping he pulls one out of the water.
Bless him.
2 weeks in a row. We've got a live fishing show. We got wrestling and fishing on the same program. That's a combination I never thought I'd see.
Holding it up in the screen. Y'all didn't see it?
No, I didn't see it. No,
I come in late because I'm tripodless.
Tripodless.
Hold on, I'll show you.
Okay,
Well,
he's got a
don't
fish.
tell me you got a string strong enough to hold that big mouth bass you got standing behind you.
All right, now for those of you on the audio version, Tim is gonna show us the fish you just pulled out of the creek. So go out of your way to see. Oh wow, he's got several there.
Well, here's on my end, his camera
on here.
gray screen.
That's your limit, ain't it?
And you know what's bad about that deal, Matt?
What's that?
There's 5 fish on there, and ain't but one of them that I've caught.
Oh wow, so Bulldog caught the rest of them?
Yep.
Oh wow, hear that, Smiling Diamond Dave? Bulldog's quite the angler.
Yeah, the big mouth bass.
can catch trout. Oh my goodness, but trout.
It's a mixture between a big mouth bass and a sucker.
What's that?
I don't know which one she is, Smiling Dave.
A big mouth sucker. Let's leave it at that.
Okay.
The fish aren't the only ones crossbreeding around here.
Oh, Lord. See how it just goes off the rails, Matt.
It does. That's all right. That's all right.
Fishing and sucking and all grades of weird stuff going on. It's crazy.
Yes, it is. And but anyway, encourage you folks to tune in. If you're not watching live, we'll be on YouTube
He's got his camera under his armpit for some reason.
That number again, if you want to
I'm getting something.
if you want to jump in on this craziness, is 336-429-2338. And it's 7:36 in the East on Monday. It's Monday night. What day is it today? Monday, May the 9th.
May 9th.
Yep. So But give us a call if you'd like to jump in on this craziness now. So Mickey Fulp and no comparison Joe Harrison are called the Sioux Dudes with Attitudes, although they spell it so, S-E-W. And I mispronounced it last time. Does anybody understand why they pronounce it that way, or what that's about? I've loved Mickey to come on the show sometime and talk to us, but about that. But
Well,
he just told me,
if Mickey's a seamstress, he needs to be making him some extra money repairing gear in the background.
yeah, because he was like, he told me a few weeks ago, everybody knows Sioux Dudes with Attitudes. And I remember thinking, no, they don't. Not around here. At least I'm not aware of.
You know, you've heard these old pig farmers, they holler, Sioux-wee.
Yeah. I mean, is that what it is?
So, that's the Sioux Dudes with Attitude. Sioux-wee.
Anyway, they went up against
hogs wallowing in mud.
They went up against the Wired Jaw Social Club, a team out of Excalibur Championship Wrestling, in the first round of the Don Carson Memorial Tag Team Tournament, and got a victory and are moving on. And that is something I forgot to add to the slideshow, was the Don Carson tournament bracket. I'm sorry about that, fellas, but I forgot to put that on the slideshow. I'll have it available next week. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. We have Jack on the line, as I understand. Is that correct? Let's see. Commissioner Rick Deezel stepped away. You're on mute, sir. I'm going to need you to unmute.
Who's on mute?
Commissioner Deezel.
There it is. Go now. Go, Jack.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Good evening, Jack. How are you, sir?
Good. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you for calling in. You're our first call-in guest. What have you got on your mind, sir, after your tremendous victory this weekend?
And I love when Rey Mysterio does 6-1 on that.
What? I couldn't understand that. Could any of you guys?
I have no
You
idea.
know what,
Something
man?
about Rey Mysterio 619.
Oh, Matt, you know what that was? That was
What?
one of them like we used to have in Martinsville. That was one of them moron calls who pretended to be somebody else. Remember? We used to have
yeah.
Razor Ramon call in and
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan. You know what I'm saying? They usually sat there naked and like, you know, looking at us and pouring at the same time, and they're trying to decide which one excites them the most. We
Yeah.
got our first one.
All right. Our first
That
call.
tickles me to death, man. I love them calls like that. I want more. I like moron calls. They're beautiful. They make the show more exciting.
All right. So,
I wonder who they're looking at the most. The hillbilly ref Tim or Bobby Dalton?
I don't know, but the best thing about it is that guy said his name was Jack. My guess is last name off.
yeah.
Looking at you, smiling, Dave.
That number.
My camera's blank. Can't see me.
So-
He's looking at
Nah, he's not.
trucker.
He thought thanks to Tim Stone, the show smelled like fish. But anyway, let's keep rolling.
Yeah,
See, now this is exciting to me.
It is. If you want to get weird with us, 336-429-2338. That's 336-429-2338. It's 7:40 in the East. It's Monday night, May night at night. If you listen to this on YouTube or podcast platforms, probably not a good idea to call the number just any time. But I mean, yeah.
Between 7 and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday night.
Yep, absolutely. So give us a call if you want to get weird on AIWF.
And we don't mind.
No,
We don't mind. We'll take weird phone calls, prank phone calls. We don't care.
no, and you can call in if you want to talk about WWE or AEW. WWE had one hell of a 6-man tag team match last night. I don't know if y'all saw that on the Peacock, but that was that I enjoyed that whole card. Honestly, I like.
Go ahead, man.
I was going to say the I Quit match, but the I Quit match it's such a high standard because, you know, Magnum TA and Tully Blanchard had maybe the greatest I Quit match of all time way back in 1985. And it's just going to be hard to top that, especially without the blood and guts. But I mean, I thought Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey put on a good match, you know, and Ronda was trying to pull her arm out of her socket and I think did break one of the bones in it. So, good on her for getting a little bit of revenge. That's been about 2 years coming. But that 6-man tag team match at the end of that show last night with Roman Reigns and the Usos against Orton, Riddle, and Drew McIntyre. Woo! Justin Flash, you've done some tag team wrestling in your time. Man, that was a wild one. I thought it did tag team wrestling proud. I did not think this day and age we could see a 6-man tag team match be that exciting, but they proved me wrong last night.
Yeah, WWE to me has been very up and down lately. That was kind of like a shining spot in modern day WWE. Tag matches can be difficult to pull off and execute well, but yeah, that one worked out.
But, it didn't occur to me until later on in that match, like I was thinking, well, I know the Usos, they always put on good tag team matches. I've seen them wrestle like 3 or 4 times in person, and even non-televised house show, just for the live crowd, man, they just tear it down. But I had forgotten that Roman Reigns had a successful tag team career back when he was in the Shield. Him and Seth Rollins were champions for a while, and all 3 of them would do 6-mans a lot. And it didn't occur to me halfway through the match. I was like, goodness sakes, man, all these guys in this match, even Drew McIntyre has tag team experience. So they knew how to do a tag team match right. And it was freaking
that
awesome. The one thing that kind of confused me at the end was Reigns coming in and spearing Riddle. He got the 3 count, but they didn't catch the tag when it happened. I was like, wait a minute, what? And then when they showed the replay, it showed Reigns reach in and make the tag right before he came through the ropes. He tagged one of the Usos on the back, and I was just like, wow, okay. WWE usually doesn't miss stuff like that. And you see the referee make the call, tag, you're legal, come on in. But when it happened live, you didn't see it. And so I'm sitting there like, confused dog, like, what happened? Because I am such a nerd when it comes to tag team wrestling. I try to keep my mind on who the legal men are at all times. And when I saw that, I was just like, wait a minute. Okay. But in the end, they remedied it on the replay, but I just thought it was kind of odd. They usually don't miss that.
Yeah, I tell you, sometimes it's hard to keep up with them.
Do what, Bobby?
I said it's hard to keep up with it sometimes like that. When you got 6-man like that, I mean, you little tags, I mean, all the action going on. Sometimes you actually need another referee to help out there to control.
Yeah, and there's been talk of doing that for many years about adding a second referee, but it never happens. So I don't know. Maybe that ship has sailed. Again, guys, our telephone number 336-429-2338. 336-429-2338. Get in on the action right now. We've already had one call, and the first one was a prank call, so thank you for that.
Hey, Matt, I want to ask you a question.
All right.
Do you want me to screen them, or do you want to just start putting them through?
I'm running
the phones. I am the Charles Rourke of this station.
Okay. All right. So
I am actually going to go out and mow the yard and throw grass in the road.
You beat me to it.
Yes, I beat you to it, man.
I was like, oh yeah, as long as you don't. But look, Charles was complaining on his shows last week that he can't find the help to, around the TV station for like landscaping and stuff. And I bet you that's the first time he's cut grass there, because that looked like at the bottom of the hill where the Walmart is, where he was cutting. And I bet you it didn't even occur to him not to throw grass in the road.
Or he just didn't care. He is Charles.
He is.
If I know Charles, he might have been hoping somebody was taking a picture of him.
hoping to cause a car crash that he could then cover on the TV station. So,
all right, Matt, hang on. I'm just going to put this one through.
All right,
if
here we
go.
go.
Somebody calling trying to sell us insurance.
All right,
let me see here. Hello, Ringside. You're on the air with Matt Carter and the crew.
Hey, Weasel.
What?
It's Braswell.
What are you doing, you nose-picking son of a gun?
I just called checking on y'all. Say hello.
Hey, Dwight. How are you, sir? Hey, it went quiet.
Well, he said he called to say hello. Maybe he hung up.
Yeah, maybe he said hello and hung up. Is he still there? Want to ask a question, Dwight? guess not. All right. So moving
Like
on.
Rick Deezel hit mute on his camera again, on his thing again.
No, I don't. It doesn't show him muted here. So I finally got the second monitor, so I can see the control panel a little bit better now. So, but he doesn't show muted here. But we can't hear anything. So all right. So those of you know what happened last week, we had our first ejection from AIWF Ringside Wrestling. Some guy named Dave and something other that's got a podcast on Twitch that we let him put over before he decided to completely, crap on our promotion, our graphics, everything else. He sent me a message after the show. I told him we were cool. And we were. I mean, I explained to him that, nobody's going to buy a ticket to watch the announcers fight. That's not what we're here for. And so, but then Saturday night rolls around and him and his partner come to the show. First off, I don't know who invited him. No, I didn't mute you. I don't know what's going on, Commissioner Deezel. I can, let's see. Now I mute you now.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, I just muted you and unmuted you, so I don't know what happened, but I still can't hear you. So anyway, get to fast forward to the show Saturday night. Nothing. Hey, if King's Hot Dogs did not invent the hamburger, they perfected it. AIWF Mid-Atlantic did not invent the technical difficulty, but we perfected it. So I don't know what's going on. You might be what they call double muted. Check the settings on your control panel on your computer, Commissioner Deezel. So anyway, we get to Saturday night and I'm doing a shoot interview with Jumpin' Jimmy, and this guy and his partner walk into the show, proceed to, I can't read, still can't hear you, Rick Deezel. Proceed to pick up the microphone like they're a part of AIWF Mid-Atlantic, try to hype up the crowd. He even brought a tote full of merch without asking permission, and was going to set up a merch table before he was stopped by Darren. And then his partner and his girlfriend took 2 ringside seats that they didn't pay for and sat there and watched the show. They actually filmed part of the Pretty Boy Lane Jay Malachi match. And after the match was over, I asked the crowd, hey, if you want to film your favorite wrestlers, that's fine with us. Please don't share this on social media and steal our intellectual property. He gave me a dirty look. And I gave him one right back because they didn't pay to get in. And I don't know who invited them. I don't know what their deal is, but I will tell you this, young people, if you want to break into the wrestling business, that is not the way you do it.
No, sir.
So Smilin Diamond Dave, I know you've got opinions on this. I will let you go next.
Oh boy, y'all better sit back, hold on, and make sure you got your seatbelt on. Because there's one thing that I cannot stand. Well, there's a couple, but disrespect. That's what he did to us, to you as the part of the commentary team, to the graphics. He disrespected us last Monday night. He walks into the show thinking he's cocking a walk, that he's the big dog. Totally disrespecting our show again in my eyes. And David, if you are listening, this is coming straight from Commissioner Smilin Diamond Dave. Number one, if you're going to bring your friends, they're going to buy a ticket. If I catch that happening at ringside again, I will go myself and tell them they got to buy a ticket or they got to leave. Number two, the disrespect. In my eyes, you can learn the easy way or you can learn the hard way. I hope it's the first one because you peed on a lot of people's post toasties Saturday night. And a lot of people was not happy with you. And out of respect for the AIWF, for the bookers, and I even had one out of respect for me, that they wasn't in your face. So I bet, in my opinion, I think you need to readjust your attitude and come in with a positive attitude instead of being determined when you walk in that door. And I know I'm going to step on some toes when I say this, but when you walk in that door, you're hell bent that you're going to be a dick. That don't work.
No, not at all.
So I'm going to stop right there, Matt, before I really get carried away. But I'm just breaking iceberg, and if he's listening, I want him to know that I'm saying this. I don't want anybody else to get blamed for what I've said. If there is a problem with what I've said, come and see me on the 21st. I'm easy to find. I'm always there between 5 and 5:30.
Mm-hmm.
I'm easy to find.
Yeah. I just
And we
couldn't.
can work it out.
I'm having trouble wrapping around my head around Justin Flash. Yeah, I know you remember when you broke into the business, and I know I remember when I came into the business. Where in the world would somebody think that it would be okay without asking permission to just show up to a show and set up a merchandise table? I mean, and not ask anybody. I just don't get it.
I don't know if it's a new breed of wrestlers they got around nowadays or what, where I've been kind of away from the scene for several years, but I've always tried to be as respectful and as humble to everyone in any locker room, whether it was AIWF or elsewhere. But yeah, you've got to show respect to get respect, not just in this business, but anywhere in general.
In life. Yeah, exactly.
You're exactly right.
Yeah.
And on a lighter note, if anybody's got their view set up for where they can watch Rick Deezel trying to fix his mic, this is the most entertaining thing I've ever seen.
It is pretty good.
Him yelling into this camera is just making me crack up over here.
I know. I'm trying to get Justin Flash's serious opinion on a topic here.
I can't help but seeing that. I mean, the whole time Diamond was talking, I'm looking down at Rick. He's just mouth all in the camera trying to do an audio check. You know, this is the first time since I've been with AIWF I've seen anything shut Rick Deezel up.
It's a double.
That's a good one right there, because that's true.
He's double muted somehow, because he's not showing muted on the Zoom call, but his device has muted him somehow in another place. And
I will say this, Matt, if he gets into equipment, I hope he keeps it away from Kevin Phoenix. Because I remember a while back when the cameras kind of went home with Kevin and we were frantic about it.
Hey, if Kevin Phoenix was beside Rick Deezel right now, his mic wouldn't be muted because he'd know what to do.
Yeah, that's true.
Heck, your best bet might be to close Zoom and come back in.
Yeah, that might be Rick Deezel. If you could hear that, Justin Flash said it might be a best bet to close it and come back in.
I think he just did.
Yeah, he's got himself marked as Kevin Phoenix. So, or either that or Kevin Phoenix jumped in the call, but I didn't get the alert that he'd come into the waiting room. I don't know what's going on.
I've seen Kevin's name on here for a while now.
Oh, okay. All right. So
what do you want? What do you want from me?
The first thing is to turn on your camera so our viewers can see you. We can hear you wonderfully. You're going to sound great on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, but our viewers on YouTube and the other one, Facebook Live, what we're on now. Wow. Cannot see you.
He's probably licking his wounds from Saturday night, getting his butt whooped.
Oh,
Bobby.
You heard.
Hey, you happy? Are you happy now?
Yes.
Are you
yes.
happy?
Yes, I am.
Relaxing.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
we can hear you now. You don't have to
He
scream.
will see you too.
It's a nice title you got there.
Justin Flash had that title one time, long time ago.
Tell Dwight Braswell call back in now.
Oh,
We'll
okay.
try that again.
All right. Yeah, Dwight called in and shut the whole thing down. So Kevin Phoenix, we were wondering the tournament, the Jay Malachi Pretty Boy Lane match. It wasn't listed on my card as a tournament match, but we are all assuming that it was. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, it was.
Okay, so we got that
Yes.
cleared up. So as soon as we get a new version of the bracket, we'll be glad to post that, and I'll share it with you guys next.
That the version will be out tomorrow, but I can tell you what Mid-Atlantic looks like right now going
Oh.
into the next round.
Sure,
It's all
go ahead.
done.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
So you've got Jay Malachi beat Pretty Boy Lane, correct?
Yes, sir.
So he's going to meet Benny Conley in the next round.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that.
He'll meet Benny Conley, and that lucky son of a bitch, Sen Crawley, lucky son of a bitch, will meet Flex Simmons or whatever you guys wanted to call him last time.
Yeah, Ennis, I believe. Well, we'll find out next Saturday. I think
Anus, Anus. Yeah, that was it. Anus. Anus, right?
I think it was more like Ennis, like the deputy on the Dukes of Hazzard.
No, it was Flex Anus.
Flex Anus. Anus.
Yeah.
Prepaid. Manage your service anytime at
Can you hear it?
att.com.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but we
What?
don't need to hear that
All right,
part.
I'm just checking. I'm just calling random numbers, see if I can get the freaking thing to work.
Oh, okay.
Now we got an infomercial.
All right. So anyway, back Bobby Dalton, you didn't get to share your opinion on Mr. Davin and his partner and their free ringside tickets. So I'll let you go ahead and take a shot at it.
Well, I'm going to be like this right here. I'm a little more different from the rest of you guys. I got more of a forgiving heart, and I believe in second chances. But I'm going to say this right now to anybody.
I say bring him in and let's teach him. Everybody thinks he needs to be taught. Let's teach him
Well, hey, if he wants to, but
if he wants to learn.
Yeah, if he wants to learn, this is a entry level independent. Go ahead, Bobby.
right. But when you come in, don't step over me. Okay. Give
It's hard to do.
well, because let's not forget, I don't have as much experience inside the ring as you guys do, but I won't take no bull from nobody. I don't care who it is when they step into my
And
territory.
it sucks being blind.
I don't. Yeah.
Sure.
However, I'm up for giving a second chance. With just
Hey,
learn from response.
Bobby, wait a minute.
What?
Who am I talking to?
Hi.
Ty?
Yeah. Well, who is this?
Just because I called you from a
does he
strange
not recognize
number
that
that puts
voice?
you live on the internet don't mean you're supposed to act like you don't know who the hell I am.
Former AIWF champion Ty Tyson has joined us, whether he knows it or not. Hello, Ty.
Get out from under
Well,
us.
I know it now.
Yeah, you're
Ed
live.
Carter's talking to you.
You're live in front of dozens and dozens of people right now.
Welcome to the
Ty,
show.
We're
Ty.
already here.
Ty Tyson, you mean your wife let you get out from under her skirt long enough to pick up the phone and call in?
Ooh.
Your wife gave you a ball back on talk big.
Actually, I called him, Dave.
Hey, I ain't saying nothing on the phone that I wouldn't say to your face.
What did he say?
He said he didn't say nothing on the phone that he wouldn't say to your face.
Oh, you got to stand up and talk to me. I couldn't hear him.
So, Ty, everybody's been talking tonight about whether or not you have a physical doctor's excuse yet. On paper.
I will have a physical doctor's excuse on paper May 21st for the piggy bank match.
All right.
Guarantee it.
All right. Well,
And
Smilin.
delivered to my desk
Yes, Ty.
before you were cleared.
Yeah, Ty. Commissioner Dave has made it very clear he wants to see that note before that match takes place. He wants it on his desk, or he will not clear you for that match.
Well, he's going to have it. Guaranteed. I'm going to win the piggy bank match, and there's nothing he can do about it.
There you have it, folks.
There
I
you
know I
have
called
it.
him right at 8 o'clock, Matt, but I had to make up for all the time I was muted a while ago, not know why.
Yeah, I have no idea. That's one of those weird technology things. So here's my thing with Mr. Javin and all that kind of stuff. Javen, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce it. Dude, just in my humble opinion, like I was a young guy at Brash, dick of an announcer at one time myself.
Are you done with Ty? Can I hang up on him now?
Yeah, you can hang up. You can let him get back to
Tell him
twisting.
bye.
Bye, Ty. Bye, Ty.
Bye, Matt.
Have a good night, sir.
Bye.
Dave slid in by idiot. Okay. No, dude, if you want to break into business, man, that's cool. We'll be glad to help you out. But I just don't understand the mindset of, you don't see anybody go on Jimmy Kimmel or the Tonight Show, and as soon as they sit down on the couch, go, "Hey, thanks for having me, Jimmy, but this show sucks." Guillermo,
Don
you're
Rickles
not
used
funny.
to do it to Don Rickles used to do it to Johnny Carson all the time.
Yeah,
but
but
that was a different day and time.
That was,
And
but that was kind of Don Rickles' thing. He was an insult comedian, so but this didn't. We're not running a damn comedy show here. I mean, this show is kind of Ringside Wrestling's kind of a comedy show, but not at the wrestling show.
Well, it has been the last 2 weeks.
Yes, it has. It's been very lively and very enjoyable. But yeah, so dude, I mean, if you want to come back, you might want to reach out to the promotional wing and see if they can find a spot for you. It sure as hell ain't gonna be nothing and the broadcast team related. I can probably assure you that. I don't think Kevin Phoenix is gonna let you get near a microphone with within a mile of a microphone. And I sure won't. If I'm out there when you pick it up, I'm gonna take it away from you. But yeah, if you want to learn the wrestling business, I say and it's not up to me, I'm not in management, but I would say, yeah, we'll teach you. But don't just I don't know how to say it any better. Don't do it. Don't come in just shitting all over our company.
It's called RESPECT, capital letters.
Yeah, absolutely. Any other final thoughts? We're at the top of the hour, and I don't want to. I know Cody Rhodes is getting a shot at the U.S. title tonight on Raw, and I don't want anybody that wants to see that to miss it. Of course, it probably won't happen until about 10:30, but still. Go ahead, Bobby.
I said, never mind. You don't want to know what I said.
Okay.
I put my opinion to myself on that one. Yes,
All right.
I'm an All Elite fan. I'm AIWF more, but I also like All Elite. Vince McMahon, your show's a circus. Good night, y'all.
All right, Bobby. Well, I'll tell you what, if you ever bought a ticket to AEW, you damn sure change your mind real quick. Trust me, I know. But yeah, until they get that straightened out, I ain't going back. I ain't getting no more of my money. But anyway, Smilin, Diamond Dave, any last thoughts before we go?
Gentlemen, I've had a great time tonight. It's I think some things has been said that need to be said. I know I got some stuff off my chest that need to be said. And now that Commissioner Rick Deezel's joined us, I like this call in. It brings back the old times of Martinsville, the talk show. You never know who's going to be on the other end. I like that aspect of the show. So keep it up. Let's keep blowing the doors off of it.
All right, Justin Flash, any final words?
I just want to say how great it was to be back in the ring and with AIWF at the anniversary weekend. And I plan on being back in the ring on a more regular basis in the near future. So keep that in mind. I'm getting back in the ring one way or another. How soon that will be, I don't know, but I've got new gear coming, and I'm getting ready and getting back in shape and ready to have another run with this thing.
Oh, that's a big announcement. Justin Flash is going to make another run. All right. I cannot wait. So that's a big story right there. That just kind of, man, that's going to be big news coming out of tonight's show. Justin Flash going to return to the ring. So I am definitely looking forward to that. Rick Deezel, do you have any final parting shots before we go? You're muted again. Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm not.
Got him again.
He thinks I'm doing it. I hadn't touched nothing. I have not touched, not setting one. All I did was take the slideshow down. He's shaking his camera and now he's hitting it. That's probably going to make it worse. It's not like the old Zenith TVs back in the 70s. You know, you can just kick it on the side and the picture would
So it might be good that he's muted.
It might be. He might just been going on a profanity-laden tirade. And speaking of profanity-laden tirade, Matt, he said, Matt, tell me which angle no. Yeah, it needs to be up higher. Kind of like, well, not that high, but you know, where we can still see your face. Yeah, kind of like that. Right about there. Yeah, kind of right about there. Yeah, but I would back it up a little bit, you know, sort of like that, you know, but I lean in when I talk to the microphone, so you lean in like this. But okay. Guys, go out of your way to see the video version of this. It'll make a lot more sense. I trust you. Kevin Phoenix, have you got any final words before we go tonight?
Hey, smoke every day.
Okay. Fine message for the children. Tim Stone it looks like
Matt.
What?
Man, fuck those kids.
Okay. And this is why I marked the show explicit, just in case anything like that happens.
Wow.
Hey, but look, guys, don't forget on our Instagram coming up in the next day or two, Rick Deezel looks like he's having a tirade right now, too. He's very angry with his audio setting.
He looks like he froze, what I'm seeing.
But look out on the Instagram page. You want to hear some bad language. When you see the video of Jack selling t-shirts after the show this past Saturday night, and some of the combinations of swears that I heard from those people at Ringside, you'd think they'd have been in the Navy for 20 years. I mean, yes, they literally cussed like sailors. So I have not heard language like that since, you know, well, Justin Flash, baseball dugout. Think about that. I mean, it was rough. It was rough. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for tuning in this week to AIWF Ringside Wrestling. Don't worry, we'll be back in Mount Airy in less than 2 weeks, and we'll be right back here next Monday night at 7:00 here on Facebook Live, immediately following on YouTube and all your favorite podcast platforms. And that Rick Deezel is out of control. All right, for everybody on the panel tonight, Bobby Dalton, Smilin, Diamond Dave, Tim Stone, Rick Deezel, Justin Flash, I'm Mad Matt Carter. Thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, so long for now. Good night, everybody.
See you guys.
Good night.